Round two of the black sessions. Okay, let's do our warm up. The body dip. And switch. We will continue on the 38 today. Review a little bit. We'll run it, of course, review a little bit, and look at the next move, the new one. And after we've done all we can for that, we will do Saber again. So we're leaving Ba-Fa behind, switch inside. We're leaving Ba-Fa behind for a little bit. We'll come back to it. And yeah. I think once we've gotten the 38 completely learned and we're practicing that, the Saber won't be far behind. Yeah, be good to go. And switch. If you're testing for second degree and if you're planning to test for second degree at the end of this year and you're watching this, start thinking of sort of questions, things that you see are missing from your understanding of what you hopefully know you need for the test. And let the forward. What are the topics? I'm asking you, like I want you to answer out loud. What are the topics you need to know for your second degree? I'll give you a moment to try to say them. And switch. Right foot forward. You need to know, well, besides being better at your original art. So if you came through the Kung Fu program, you need to look like a second degree in the Tiger Crane, Hung Art. If you came from the Yang style, you'll need to start to look like a second degree in your Yang 108. But as far as new topics, okay, switch. Chan Tzu, right hand out. There is the 38 form. That's one. There is the 21. There are the 21 applications from the 38 form. That's two. There's the Ba-Fa. That's three. There's the Chen Saber, which we're working on this year. That's four. And then there's the Chen Straight Sword, which we did last year and we'll do next year, and that's five. So that's the 5 new topics. Switch. I think you used to have to know the Chen Qigong too. Maybe that's advanced black sash class. Starts to run together. Okay, release. Tendon lengthening, marrow washing, qi soothing method. Exhale. Hold the breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. continue, hold the breath out. Inhale. It's center. One more. And to get the most out of these Chen Qigong postures, really do the breath. Really focus on it. Maybe I'll review the breath. Okay, release. And we'll do one more Chen Qigong. Last time we did the first one, the Uji stance Qi guiding method, your basically commencement of your form. The second one is, oh man, at one point I'm going to study ahead, so I'm not thinking of this on the fly. But the second one is the Sun Moon Qi collecting method. Pretty sure. Sun Moon Qi collecting. Separate the feet. Same. All of these, by the way, have the same foot placement. It's kind of a shoulder width, or maybe a little wider. About like that. So, for this one, let the fingers start to come forward, and then let the arms circle out, and spread the fingers. Stretch through the fingers, just like your chin form. Grab, pull down. It's kind of a more rounded, relaxed grab than digging in, but grab with the hand, let the wrists come down, and then release, and let the fingers relax and stretch. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Let your exhale be long and full. No rush to get to the next one. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. We'll do it for another minute or two. Really do not probably just a minute, but really do the breath. And here's the details of the breath again, if you want to try it. First, the feet. When you breathe in, grab the floor with your feet. See if you can feel it gripping the bottom of your shoe. Hold the breath. When you exhale, relax the feet. Feel them flatten out. Feel all of that grabbing release. Grab with the feet. Hold. Release. When you breathe in through the nose. When you breathe out through the mouth and relax the whole face. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth, relax the whole face. And these all happen at once, by the way. It's not the feet, then the face. It's the whole thing. And then the abdomen. So when you breathe in, feel your lower abdomen come in, and feel your lower back around the kidneys expand. See if you can breathe to the kidneys, is what Jung Jin-Sai would say. When you breathe out, firm the abdomen and feel the full exhale supported by the firm abdomen. See if you can feel that last bit of air come out. And you really need that next breath. Feel the next breath. It was time for the next breath. Yep, so let the abdomen come in. Feel the kidneys of the lower back expand. Hold. And when you breathe out, firm abdomen, full exhale. One more, two more. See if you can do all that. That's a lot. Usually the breathing would be taught later on after you've memorized the form. But the same breathing is in your form too. Okay, release. All right, that's it for our warm-up. We'll review the 38. We'll run it to as far as we got last time, which I believe was punch to groin. We're getting through it. And we're right up on a really cool move. So after crossform kick and punch to groin comes the one part of the form that's faster. It's actually, all of this so far has been from Lao Jia, shortened version of Lao Jia, which is the first form you would learn in traditional Chen style. This one part we're going to do next is from the second form you would learn, which is called cannon fist, and it's about speed and power, where the first form is more about flexibility, strength, breath, health. You know. So let's review our 38. Begin. Preparing form. Inhale. Exhale. Buddha Warrior Pounds Mortar 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lazy about tying the robe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Hold the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 6 sealing, 4 closing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Single whip. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Buddha Warrior Pounds Mortar. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. White crane spreads wings. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Oblique form. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Brush knee twist step. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Hidden hand punch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Buddha warrior pounds mortar. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Draping the fist over the body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Hold the breath. Long exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Green dragon emerges from the water. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Double hand push. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Fist under elbow. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Whirling wind arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. White wing spreads wings. Repeat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Oblique form. Repeat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Flash the back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Hold breath. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale punch. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Double hand, I'm sorry, sixth ceiling forward closing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to reposition just in case. Should be on camera. Single lift. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hat high horse. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Forgot to say we're in cross-form kick already. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Punch to groin, the new move from last class. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Alright, so that's how far we've gone so far. Let's do a brief review on the punch to underbelly. So, this is from Chen Sai, right? Rest in peace. Who was Grandmaster Gohring's first Chen style Tai Chi teacher, if I'm correct on that. So I might be wrong about first, but he was his main Chen style teacher. Catching my breath a little bit. So yeah, so if you've seen he has videos out there and books and stuff, and I've seen it translated as punch to underbelly or punch to groin. That's the name of this move. It's a lot like hidden hand punch from before, but just aim lower. It's really how it seems to me. But still connected through the body, through the hips in the same way, through the waist, through the legs, etc. Let's review hidden hand punch then. So after we come around from our flash the back like ending of the cross-form kick, we're going to come out of it just like flash the back into the hidden hand punch, where you touch, circle, shift, feel the connection, come up with the knee, step out to the side, shift the weight, turn the body, let the arms open, turn the toes, shift the weight, turn the toes, let the arms circle around and withdraw in the fist, and then aim it a little lower. And then if you want to think of grabbing and pulling with the left, you can. Yeah. Grabbing, pulling. It might remind you of the next move called Apex Fruit. Review 2 more times together. Coming around from our kick. That one might be open hand. Forget. Touch, circle, press, knee, out to the side, circle. And you do the unk, the forceful exhale, tightening the abdomen. 2 more times. And 1 more. Okay, that's it for a review. We'll do the new move as we move along in these virtual classes. Next move is called Apex Fruit. This has a spirally whole body motion that is generally very challenging to get. So if it doesn't make sense right away, I don't want to psych you out, but if it doesn't make sense right away, don't feel bad. This one usually takes a few classes. So we'll just do 1 class on it and review it like this. But it might take a few viewings, or if you have questions, send them in, or if you have a video of yourself doing it, send it, and we'll critique and help. So, all right, Apex Fruit. We'll talk through it. After the punch to underbelly, punch to groin, you're going to hand, so it's hard to describe. The right hand, you're going to turn, and the right hand is going to circle around like it has something, like you're holding on to something, until it comes palm up, and then you're going to come up with your knee, and the right hand will still be palm up. So we'll just break it down for one hand at a time. So think of leading with the wrist. If you can feel the wrist connect to the hips, that's a good guideline to a lot of these Chen moves. So after the punch, the body shifts and turns, and feel that connect to the right wrist until it's palm up, and then you'll just come up like this. That's the right arm. One more time, just the right arm. Circle the body around, come up, and there you go. It feels like if you were holding on to something by a handle or something. Okay, left hand, you can't really see it from that angle, but I'll turn it slightly so you can see it at a different angle. The left hand stays connected at the wrist, but circles around in the direction where your elbow would come up and over. So the body and the hips do it together. If I were to try to learn the direction by doing it in just the arm, I would come over with the elbow and then down and then back and let the wrist roll around, keeping contact with different parts of the wrist, and kind of goes to the back of the hand. But think of the wrist keeping connected to the hip, to the waist. So at this angle, when I'm coming around, the arms circle together, and then when it's coming out, it just comes up like, I think it's all this, if you think beak, it's kind of closed, but if you think of holding a bucket, that's kind of like that too. So if you imagine holding a bucket. The application was not to hold a bucket, don't worry. This is not one of the 21 you need to know. So I'm going to do it at another angle, so maybe you can just see different parts of it. And one more. So this is just for watching. If you try to copy along, it might mess you up. But, okay. Common mistakes for this one is the elbow going the wrong way and the hand going the wrong way. So if I were to trace what the hand did while my elbow went around, it would be kind of chambered first. Then it would be circling this direction, so I'm turning from the pinky side connecting to the palm down thumb side connecting. And then here, you're out of room, you're out of places to go, so you slip it around to get back to where you came from. And remember, it's the body really doing all this. So it feels really awkward when you try to do it with your arm, but when you're turning the whole body together, it's much more, it has some room to go. But students no longer taking classes. If you're watching again, I won't say your name, but I had a student for years who would just get stuck with the elbow going the wrong way. So if you think of the part of your body that contacts the wrist is coming around this way, and then back to there, that's what happens. So turning, turning, turning. It's not the same point, it's not the same part of my wrist maintaining contact, it's the circling around that maintains contact. So, yeah. If you have a question about that, formulate it, send it in, and I'll try to answer it. This is one that just takes some practice to get. And when you turn and move in the body instead of the arms, it becomes a lot easier. So let's practice it together a few more times. 8 picks fruit. 8 picks fruit. 8 picks fruit. Okay, so that's our new move. The next moves are repeats, so we'll go forward a little more, but we will not get into the fast section yet. Probably do that next class. So after 8 picks fruit, it's like 6 ceiling 4 closing, even though it doesn't get the name. You just step and then shoot the arms forward like 6 ceiling 4 closing, but in fists. And you turn and it's just the same, but in fists. And you sink and it's just the same, but in fists. And then you release the fists when you come out. So it ends up just like 6 ceiling 4 closing. And the next move is single whip again. So we got some repeats as you do. All right, so Let's try that. Let's push it forward. We'll practice the new/repeat moves with the punch. So, with the kick screw. And now, you know what? Let's take it all the way back. So let's try it all together. Punch to groin. A kick screw. And then this repeat that's just a little different. And then this repeat, that's exactly the same. The next part starts some more vigorous, quicker moves than you've done so far, except the punch. Flash them back. Okay, let's take a small break, and we'll come back out and look at the Saber in about 2 minutes. So, get your sabers. Okay, Chen Saber. We just did a few moves last class. Let's review from the top. Step out to the left. Circle the arms, step back, look forward. Step up, grab the sword in the right, pull the left inside the prayer. Step, what would be back if you turn to the left. So step back, circle the sword around, come forward into a cat stance, and brace the sword after it passes you. Don't get your hand out early. Step, circle, up, back. Two more times review. Step, back. This should be like your Chen stance from your 38. Up, and this is a lot like your into the Kung Fu Saber. Okay, one more time. I think we talked a little bit about the wrist flexibility. You already know that, black sashes. So I won't talk about it too much more. The sword also may fall apart at any moment. I should have let it be a surprise, but it's very loose. Okay. I don't think any questions came in about those first few moves. Maybe they're obvious. So let's go on. We'll do it one more time and go forward. Step. Back. Up. Back. Next move. Turn the body and pivot the feet into a cross, sort of a cross stance. So I pivot on both balls of the feet, and the sword turns, and the left hand's in prayer position. So here the sword's forward, I turn, let it come horizontal, and I've got my cross stance. Step out with the right foot, And then you're going to shift the weight, not all the way over, but from mostly or all on the left to 60-40 on the right. The arms will separate out, and they'll be about parallel to the floor. Still shoulders, elbows lower, and stretch fingers. So here we are. Turn. Strike. This is your first chance to do Fa Jing with the sword. Fa Jing is the explosive energy of Chen. So from the turn, from the step, here's the explosive energy generated from the legs, from the waist, from the hips, expressed out into the sword. When I'm looking at the camera, bad example, I should be looking where I'm striking. A couple more with the right eye spirit. One more. One more. Slow. Step. Shift. Okay. I'll show it to you from another angle, in case there's any details you're missing. I don't know what other. Here's just the other side. Okay. Shoes halfway inside. So, next move, we'll do another move or two after that. So after you strike out to the side, you're going to step in front, bring the left hand into prayer position, and let the sword go around behind the head. It's going to circle around to be again at about shoulder level. You're going to step out again to the side, and then cut neck level. Okay. So I'm going to get center. So here we go. Step in front, circle behind, step out, and then cut. Turn, strike, step in front, step out, and cut. When you cut, feel the arm connect to the body. So it's not just the arm going out on its own. I want to feel it connect to the waist and move with smooth power. And this does have good names for all the moves. Preparing form, commencing form, protect the heart. Blue-green dragon emerges from the water, same name as your Chen 38, different move. And then the wind sweeps wilted flowers. Preparing form, commencing form, protect the heart. Blue dragon emerges from the water. Wind sweeps wilted flowers. It's good to have the names for this form to kind of help give the moves some distinction to help memorize them. So let's do that whole thing together a few more times. Preparing form. Commencing form. Which goes up to here. And then protect the heart. Blue dragon, blue-green dragon, really it's water-colored dragon. Emerges from the water. Wind sweeps wilted flowers. And the wind sweeps wilted flowers is a good name because if you picture chopping the head off a flower, you're doing that, but it's not to a flower. It's to a person. So after you strike, you think of neck level as you cut across. That is the application, decapitation. So if you think Chen is soft and friendly, oh, it's about to fall apart. If you think Chen is soft and friendly, try some decapitation. All right. Could go farther. You know, black sashes, let's go a little farther. I think y'all can handle this. So from the wind sweeps wilted flowers, there's a move called white cloud covers the top. What's the translation? I imagine it's covering the top of mountains. So mountains where the top is covered by clouds. You're going to step in like a bamboo step or like a cat stands out to the side, slicing up and connecting and bracing your arm. Then you're going to step with the right, step in with the bamboo on the left, and come up with the blade like you're locking from above. So that's the white cloud covers the top. Wind sweeps with flowers. White cloud, think of cutting up, feeling the hip connect, and then think of kind of not cutting but almost chopping up like a block. So here's more of a cut. Here's more of a push. Okay, so let's practice all those new ones together. Green dragon emerges from the water. Wind sweeps wilted flowers. White cloud covers the top. Okay. One more time, the new ones. Green dragon emerges from the water. Wind sweeps wilted flowers. White cloud covers the top. Let's see, any other details that might help you? Try to imagine what questions you would have. The stances. So once I step out, it's that 60-40 on the right, Chen stance with both knees out, so I don't let the hips turn like a bow. It's still both knees out, both toes out, but I'm weighted more on the right. When I come into wind sweeps wilted flowers, I step across. It's a momentary cross stance. I step out, and it's the same at the end, 60-40 on the right, but I haven't turned my hips. White cloud covers the top. I'm going to reset for you. Oh, and it's all pretty parallel to the floor, too. It's not high or low. And white cloud covers the top. I'm in. Yeah, it really feels like if my cat stance was out to the side. Here I am, and then it's on the other side. So, yeah, light in one foot, heavy in the other. Anything else? Oh, maybe this will help. So on those new moves, I'm not cutting forward or back at all. It's all like there was a wall in front of me. So when I come up this way, it's parallel to the front of the room. And then when I come up this way, it's parallel to the front of the room, or the back of the room. And then I'll show it from the side. So, yeah, let's do that. So here is wind sweeps wilted flowers. Or, I'm sorry, the green dragon coming at you. And I'm going to step back. And then the wind sweeps wilted flowers coming at you. And then, so you can see the forward and back movement. White cloud covers the top. So there's a slight advance, but it's not moving forward. It's just stepping a little farther forward at a time. It's not progressing, but it is coming a little bit forward. What else? This is a sort of advanced tip on these. For the end of it, see if you can feel when it rolls and when it comes up. See if you can feel that connect to the body. So it's not just in the arms. So same thing here. Feel the body connect to that, cutting out to the side. Let the body connect behind that too. This is cool. So we haven't taught this. We do this every other year, this form. And then the straight sword each other year in between. So it's been a while since we've done this one. I hope you like this form. Let's go from the top 2 more times, and then we'll bow out. Chen style Saber form, preparing form, commencing form. White cloud covers the top. No, I'm sorry, I said the wrong one. Protect the heart. Green dragon emerges from the water. Wind sweeps wilted flowers. White cloud covers the top. I apologize if I got out of range for the YouTube. Oh, I didn't check if YouTube is still streaming. It is. Okay. So apologize if I got out of the YouTube. I'll be in at this point. Preparing form. Commencing. White, protect the heart. Blue dragon emerges from the water. Wind sweeps wilted flowers. White cloud covers the top. So let's do it 2 more times. We'll do a broken down slow one for you to check your positions along the way, and we'll do one more vigorous one, and we'll bow out. Preparing form. Commencing form. Protect the heart. Green dragon emerges from the water. Wind sweeps wilted flowers. White cloud covers the top. And one more, a little more fluid. Preparing form. Commencing. Protect the heart. Dragon emerges from the water. Wind sweeps wilted flowers. White cloud covers the top. Okay, so that's the next few moves. Practice them. Any questions at all, send them in. And we'll do our best. And we haven't talked about it as much, but if you need to be corrected, which is very normal, take a picture, take a video, send it, and we won't show the video in front of the class, but I'll use your. I won't even probably say that your name, but I'll say someone sent in a picture of themselves. I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud here, but I'll keep it anonymous if you want, and correct it. So, just an idea. All right, we're going to bow out, and yeah, that's it. We honor the masters who came before us and seek to follow their examples. All right, bow to your fellow black sashes.